Hello everyone. So today we want to talk about autophagy. Autophagy is a process in the body where after it occurs around the 12th to 13th hour of intermittent fasting, when you have cleared your system of food for at least 12 to 13 hour, autophagy kicks in. Autophagy is where the body says, oh crap, she's not feeding me. So what it does, it goes into its stores of stored energy, which is the gobble gobble and the belly fat and the jiggle jiggle. Yeah, that's autophagy. And then the body goes in and it starts turning this stored fat, maybe fat that you have had storing since you were like 9 years old, that you've never needed to use because somebody tell you that you need to eat 3 meals a day, and you've been eating 3 meals a day, so you've never gone into that second storage of energy that the body has. You've always just been using up the immediate food that you're eating, and what your body doesn't have use for, it stores it. So over the years, it's just going to be storing a little bit here, a little bit there, until it just piles and piles and piles. So when you fast and autophagy kicks in and the body says, I'm being starved, let's go to the backup system, the backup storage, and it starts using up this fat. Now it makes ketones for the brain, and ketone is a powerhouse that's made to function because the brain have to eat. The brain has to get something to eat. If the brain will break the body down in order to sustain itself, and this is what it's doing. Autophagy. Auto means body. Phagy means to break down. So it's like the body is really like cannibalizing itself in order to get fuel for the brain. Ketones. Is that bad or is it good? Yeah, if you're like me, where you have, a little bit extra stored here and a little bit extra stored there that you can actually use up, it is excellent, wonderful. Not only that, during this time too, it gives the body, this is how the body works. When it gets to those critical times, it's also going to clean out, and any cells that's not fully productive, a good healthy cells, it's gonna sweep it and kick it out. Yeah, you're in my house and you're not helping me pay the mortgage, you gotta go. Boom, 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 you're out of here. So this is what autophagy does too. In order for the body to be as efficient as it can be, any cancer cells, any cells that are not useful whole cells, they gotta get out of here. And that's what you want. That's the body cleaning, maintaining, and repairing itself. Autophagy. That's what autophagy is in a nutshell. Simplifying it to the simplest mind. It's that cleanup process. So when you get to that 13, 12, 13, 14 hour, and the more you go into that fasting, is the better and more efficient autophagy gets. So can you imagine what's being happening in there now? Cleaning, shining, everything being polished, new cells being made, because It's all about efficiency. If you're not at your optimal as a cell, you're going to be picked on when autophagy kicks in. See, when we have too much food in our system and and the body is just willy-nilly. Listen, there's just more than we need here. There's no level of scarcity here. So it keeps everything, the cancer cells, the bullshit cells, yeah, let's just keep everything. But when efficient time comes, boom, all that shit gets taken out, thrown out, eliminated, and only efficient, healthy cells remain. Okay, so that was a basic breakdown of my explanation of what autophagy is. But now I'm gonna read to you the scientific breakdown of autophagy, which is basically the same thing, but mine is just more simplified. So here we go. Autophagy is the body's natural process of cleaning out damaged cells, toxins, and waste materials to make room for new, healthier cells. The term comes from Greek, meaning self-eating. So it's not Latin, it's Greek, meaning self-eating, as the body is essentially recycling parts of its own cells. This process is critical for maintaining cellular health and overall well-being. How autophagy works. Triggering autophagy is often activated by stress on the body, such as fasting, exercise, and caloric restriction. So we're using the fasting, the intermediate fasting, to trigger autophagy. And of course, calorie restriction as well, because we're not really restricting, but we're concentrating our calories into a smaller window, so we have more time of fasting to trigger and have the body go into autophagy. Okay. When nutrients or energy levels are low, the body begins to break down old, damaged, and malfunctioning cells components for reuse. Breakdown and recycling. Specialized parts of the cell called lysosomes engulf and digest damaged cell parts, proteins, and organelles. These broken down components are then recycled and used to create new cellular material or used as an energy source. Benefits of autophagy: cellular repair and longevity. Bing, bing. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for the longevity. I'm trying to live to a centenarian and beyond. And I would like some people to, be on the bandwagon with me. I want to be at, 120 all by myself. I hope some of the, the 70s babies will come along for the ride with us, where we have support into those centenarian ages. So, longevity. By removing damaged and dysfunctional cell parts, autophagy helps cells function better, potentially slowing the aging process and extending the lifespan. Improve immunity function. Autophagy helps clear out harmful pathogens such as bacteria, virus, and it improves the immune system ability to fight off infection. Improves the immune system's ability to sort off or fight off infections. Okay, protection against chronic diseases. It reduces the buildup of harmful protein that can lead to neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. That is two of the biggest issues that's plaguing a lot of family right now, this Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. So it protect against chronic diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Autophagy also support heart health by clearing out damaging mitochondria and improving the function of the heart cells. So the mitochondria is the energy, what do you call it now? The energy center inside of each cell. Each cell has its own mitochondria, and it's the energy producing property of each cell. That's what the mitochondria is. Cancer prevention. Bing, bing, bing. Another plague that's plaguing us right now. Cancer. Removing damaged cells before they become cancerous. Autophagy may reduce the risk of developing certain types of cancer. Metabolic health. Autophagy improves insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation, helping to prevent type 2 diabetes and obesity-related conditions. If we start fasting on a regular, a lot of the problems that ails us after 40 will just go away. Okay? Enhanced energy efficiency. So, during autophagy, cells are recycled. Recycling old cellular components help the body to conserve energy and function more efficiently, especially during fasting or periods of low energy intake. Skin and tissue regeneration. Autophagy helps repair damaged skin and tissues, promoting more youthful appearance and faster recovery from injuries. How to enhance autophagy? Fasting. Intermittent fasting or prolonged fasting triggers autophagy by forcing the body to rely on internal source of energy. Stored energy is what the body is relying on for autophagy. So when you stop eating, you force the body to use the stored energy. Time restricted eating. See how we're putting all our food in a small window and leaving the body without food. Stop eating. I stop eating. Let me speak about me, because your window could be different from mine depending on when you want your sustenance. I want my sustenance between 12 noon and 6 p.m. You could change it. If you're a breakfast person, you can change it and have your window a little bit earlier. But then, okay. So time restriction can be an effective method for autophagy. Time restriction can be an effective method for autophagy. So from 6 p.m. to 12 noon the next day, you are not eating, fasting. And that's what triggers the autophagy by the 13th hour, 13th hour. Regular physical activity induces autophagy, especially in the muscles and heart cells, by creating mild stress on the body. Low carb or ketogenic diets, reducing carb intake and increasing healthy fats encourages the body to enter a state of ketosis, which promotes autophagy. Remember, ketosis is produced during the time of autophagy, and that ketosis is to power the brain, right? Sleep. Quality sleep is critical. It's a must. Okay? It's essential. People like to just think that, oh, I'll sleep when I die. Yeah. You gonna die, and it's not the death, because we all have to die, but it is the the ailments that you're going to be bringing on before you die. The sufferation, as my Jamaican people would say. Who want that? I don't want the sufferation. I want to go to my bed and wake up or I don't wake up none at all. Okay, that's my aim. Go to bed and just don't wake up. I don't want to suffer. Sufferation is what we're trying to prevent here. Okay, all right. Longevity with no illness and sufferation. Quality sleep. As autophagy peaks during deep sleep, when the body undergoes and repairs and regeneration happens during deep sleep. Remember, in the last episode we spoke about REM sleep and deep sleep. Repair and regeneration happens during deep quality sleep. Reduce toxin and inflammation, limiting exposure to environmental toxins, and eating anti-inflammatory foods such as green leafies, berries, and turmeric can enhance autophagy. So eating certain food can enhance autophagy, not stimulate it but enhance it, where during the time you're in the autophagy stage, your quality of food that you have eaten before enhances the autophagy stage. Autophagy is essentially the body's built-in cleanup crew. It's the autophagy is the cleanup, okay, allowing it to maintain optimal health by repairing and regenerating itself. By incorporating habits like fasting, exercise, and proper sleep, you can naturally boost autophagy and enjoy its many health benefits. Now, we want to give this guy the father of autophagy. That's what I'm calling him. It's a Japanese guy. I hope I'm pronouncing his name properly. Yoshinori Ohsumi. So Mr. Yoshinori Ohsumi, Dr. Yoshinori Ohsumi, is a Japanese cell biologist. He was awarded in 2016 the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for his groundbreaking work on autophagy, the process by which cells degrade and recycle their components. Mr. Ohsumi research primarily conducted in the 90s utilized yeast cells to identify and characterize the genes essential for autophagy. His discoveries have significantly advanced our understanding of cellular degeneration mechanisms, with implications for various physiological processes and diseases. So that is basically autophagy in a nutshell. I hope I was able to break it down to you, because this stuff gets a little technical, and it's new to a lot of people, because how we are taught, oh, you have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we just keep shoving food down our faces. And you go to school and they might tell you about the food guide pyramid and all of the things that we got college go learn, that turned out to be crap, a lot of it. So now, along with you, I'm unlearning and relearning a lot of the garbage that I was taught, right? So we're learning together. This is as I discover, you see how I get excited with certain things, because a lot of this is new to me as well. I went to school, and first of all, I come from a background and a family where my mother and father believe in a food. Their love language is food. They will feed you from now until next year, and them have so much food where everybody will come around them. My mother feed them too. Anybody we can tell you, you come to my house, you get fed, not realizing that all of that eating and that too much of that food, we are not creating an optimal body. Like, you notice, like, every generation I live shorter and shorter lifespan. It's like, are you kidding me? I remember a family member that lived to 114. Why as we reach 40 we start to get sick? What are we doing differently? So you start researching and you start looking into things, and you start doing your little research on yourself, and you say, let me try this and let me try that. Let me tell you something. The first time I fast, I can't even tell nobody and tell my doctor them. Not even my mother. No. Let me tell you. The first time I fast, you know what happened to me? I started stripping skin, my hand, my foot bottom. The only thing that didn't strip was my face. But all of them places, my whole body start peel from the fasting, because guess what? That is my body detoxing, and it used the skin, the biggest organ on my body, to do that. So that's how toxic I was. This was years ago. And when it happened, I kind of got scared, and I said, oh Jesus, I'm gonna stop it. Right? I cut it out, and I did stop the fasting. And then I say, shit, that was the body eliminating and kicking out damaged shit, but it did it through my skin. But girl, pretty after, you see, you should have seen your skin nice and supple and clean and pretty after me done strip like a old snake. Anyway, I don't want this video too long, but I think you get the gist of where I'm going and what my intentions are with this intermittent fasting that we're doing. And come along with me. It's not too late to join. All right, we're doing this for a 6-month period. No eating after no eating for me after 6 o'clock. I go from 12 noon to 6 with my eating, and then let my body use up and that energy, and then go into my fasting until 12 noon the next day. All right, so with that, I just want to say thank you for joining me, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.